Thank you, Adam. Hey guys, welcome to Battle of the Beast tournament, and for the first time in all of these tournaments, we are doing the stats. So, without hesitation or ado, me and my co-host Prince Impus will fire away. And first up, we've got Griff, the Feathered Fiend. In the borderlands of Gwildor are 4 beasts charged with the duty of protecting the Broken Star.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. So, as you can see, I was just watching the stats for Griff versus Zulok. That was episode 1 of the New Generation Battle. Speaking of which, hello everyone, my name is Adam, and welcome to Battle of the Beast New Generation episode 2. Okay, yes, I originally said I was going to do it after my holiday, but then I was like, wait a minute, the stats were great. It actually gave me inspiration to do the next 2 battles. So we got battle number 2 and battle number 3 coming out. I'm recording them shortly after the edited version of episode 1 came out. And these 2 videos will be out either tonight or tomorrow. I do not know when they'll be out because I'm not rushing Lucas for this, because I do appreciate all he's doing for this channel. But yeah, episode 2, we have Drogan the Jungle Menace versus Grymon the Biting Horror. So, there's a fly in my room. So, what I will say here, these 2 beasts are completely and utterly boring. One I forget about, one I just don't like. So, wonderful. It's great to have these 2 beasts fighting each other. Now I need to pick a winner. But before I pick a winner, they need to have a fight. But to help me out with the fight, I think I'm going to need some help. So, Lucas, Impus, show me the stats!
And now on to Drogan, the Jungle Menace. On his mission to reclaim the title as Master of the Beasts, Tom had to undertake the Trial of Heroes, a quest that few have survived. That is not surprising when its path is lined with beasts like this. A huge ape. Drogan's jaws are full of ferocious fangs, and his eyes shine with pure fury. Looking at his incredible stats, he's no doubt gonna be a long shot in this tournament. I could easily recruit him with my army.
Thank you, Adam. Grymon the Biting Horror. Few beasts are so ferocious. They wish they could bite the sun and make it dark. One such beast is Grymon, who takes the form of a mountainous mole, vast and bulbous. His head narrows to a fleshy snout from which grows a pair of purple tendrils that Grymon uses to snatch and strangle his prey. His long fangs, single yellow eye, strike despair into the hearts of any quester facing him down. Ooh, I can tell you this, looking at his abilities, sharp claws, slimy thick fur, tendrils, and 4 extra ones that pop out, not to mention he can burrow underground, he's going to be very evasive in this fight, with an angry personality and powerful stats to boot. This is going to be a good one for Grymon. Maybe luck will be in his favor. 3, 2, 1!
Battle! Let's get into this battle. So, as the chamber doors open, Drogan comes out on all 4s, looking around, and he doesn't see Grymon, but he sees a mound of dirt just popping up, coming out from Grymon's chamber, making its way toward the centre. Grymon is travelling underground. Drogan goes up to the mound that just stops in the middle of the centre and starts digging down at that mound, only to be greeted by Grymon just poking up and slashing Drogan directly in the face with one of his claws, knocking Drogan backwards and going in for a punch on Grymon. But by the time before Drogan was about to punch it, Grymon has gone. Grymon has disappeared back under the ground. He doesn't notice that there's a mound behind Drogan now, and by the time Drogan does notice, Grymon pops out and attacks, and using the tendrils, attacks Drogan again by clutching onto his fur and just pulling out the fur and the flesh where the fur is, just around on the arms. Drogan is howling in pain and goes to punch again, but he's gone again. And Drogan realizes that if he can make the ground shake, he can injure Grymon. So what he does is that he lifts up both fists and slams them directly into the ground, causing the ground to shake and Grymon to make a faint screech in pain. And the dirt that was where the mound is just caves in on itself. And following the line, Drogan can see an in-cave going towards a mound, and Drogan realises that must be where Grymon is. So what he does is he jumps up into the air and lifts both his fists up and brings it down onto that mound, breaking apart the dirt, revealing Grymon's head, which Drogan just punched in. Grymon leans up and goes to slash at Drogan again, but Drogan sees that coming, moves back, and grabs onto one of Grymon's claws, or wrists, let's say, and then with both hands, and just snaps it, so it breaks the bone. So, I don't know. Okay. Grymon makes his way out of the hole just limping, was Drogan, being a bit of an honourable beast here, moves back to give him time to get out. And Drogan then makes his way towards Grymon. And what Grymon does is that he just sits there waiting for the attack. Drogan does the same thing, jumps up, brings his fist up, ready to hammer it down on Grymon. And what Grymon does, he sticks up his tendrils to grab onto Drogan's arms, and then swings forward Drogan's body, slamming it directly into the ground, making a massive indent there into the ground. And then Grymon lifts up one of his claws to slash at Drogan's stomach. Drogan howls in pain and agony. And Grymon is showing no mercy here to a beast that gave him some mercy. What Drogan does is that he weakly lifts up one of his arms, and when a tendril was going towards the stomach, Drogan lifts up his arm to stop it, hits his arm directly, and Drogan knocks it back. He tries to make his way back up, and then I stuttered. Grymon goes to attack with another tendril, and what Drogan does is that he moves his arm in like an arc to, using the claws on his knuckles, he slices the tendrils still attached to Grymon, but in thirds, causing that tendril just slump down to the ground. And Grymon goes through the same thing again, not realising that Drogan can do the same with his other hand, and the same thing happens. Then what Drogan does is that he runs up towards Grymon's face, grabs onto the tendrils, twists, and putting his foot on Grymon's jaw, pulls the tendrils whilst pushing Grymon's jaw backwards, stretching out the bone there and breaking it. That fly is doing my head in. And in the process, breaking Grymon's jaw in the process as well. Grymon goes to lift up a claw to attack, to go for Drogan's foot, but Drogan's not having it, moves his foot out of the way, and slams his fist directly onto Grymon's other paw claw, and breaking that. And just so Drogan knows that Grymon won't be a bother to him again, he reaches into Grymon's mouth, which is questionable, grabs onto Grymon's tongue, pulls it out, and using his claws, slices it off. Grymon howls in pain, and just charges as fast as he can at Drogan, trying to headbutt him. But due to the how slow he's going from the broken feet here on the front, it just nudges Drogan but doesn't hurt him. What Drogan does is that he lifts up both his hands and slams it down onto Grymon's head, slamming Grymon into the ground. And as a final measure, using the claws again, punches Grymon directly into the big yellow eye he has, twists and pulls out the eye. And then as another measure, using his other fist, punches in that eye socket, with the claws just reaching Grymon's tiny, insignificant brain for such a stupid beast. He broke his neck in his own trap. So, yeah, that's what I mean by stupid. Piercing the brain, Grymon gives one last howl of pain before it silently fades away, or slowly fades away, and Grymon slumps to the ground. Drogan pulls out his fists from the eye socket, seeing some pink and red on his claws, and a yellow eye. He, like this, he walks back to his chamber in victory. That was grim. That was really grim. So, with that being said, Drogan has won, Grymon has lost. And if you think Grymon should have won, please in the comments below why you think that. But unfortunately, my word is final. And I will say, even though Drogan to me is forgettable and I actually remember Grymon, I don't remember Grymon for any good thing. It started out with Grymon having the advantage to fight with being able to be underground, but with Drogan's sheer strength and the fact that he's quite a large monkey or large gorilla, he can make the ground shake, and with the lack of support underneath the ground where the mounds were, it's just going to fall down, making Grymon's location easy. And if Drogan can just break one of the claws that, or one of the hands that Grymon uses to dig, then that's a game set match. Grymon can't use his main strategy anymore, and has to rely on the other ones which aren't as useful or aren't as reliable. But with that, Drogan has won, and I am finished for today. Well, for this video anyway. But with that being said, that's all for this time. If you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, press that notification button down in the corner below, and I'll see you next time.